Hello my lovelies, I'm back and it's finally time for the video that I'm sure you guys have been just waiting for so long. I'm going to show you all of my cool hypnotic trinkets and such. You ready? Great. So first I'm going to start with my more odd collection. Things that usually aren't known for being hypnotic but that I find to be quite mesmerizing and that can absolutely be used in a hypnotic manner, given the right wording. So, first we have a fidget spinner, which I know is very cliche, and I'm sure that a lot of you are going, fidget spinners suck. They don't. They're little spinny things that fit in the palm of your hand. And I'm sure that if you really wanted to, you can just imagine how this represents your thoughts. And how as a fidget spinner just seems to slow down, your mind seems to slow down. And how when the fidget spinner stops, your mind just seems to stop. And all its pretty colors, rainbow, beautiful. And it just slowly comes to a stop. And your mind is blank. And then you went back. That is if you dropped. So that's that. And then I also have a rose one. Because, of course I have a rose one. Okay. And then we move on to a fun piece that some of you may have already experienced in one of my videos. And that's my little bubbles. And I actually have two. And they work like this. And they're very fun. I like using these for, as you saw, bubble-related hypnosis, which is usually for a little bit of bimbification, like just kind of, it's a very happy, giggly kind of reaction that I aim for with these little bubble ones. But I love them a lot, and they're cool when you go like this. It's fun. So that's that. We have another kind of fidget toy, desk toys. Desk toys tend to be pretty hypnotic because they're usually used for like de-stressing, you know, office life and all that. So I have this fun little thing. And let me see if I can. Woo! It spins. The only thing that sucks about this is that like I can't hold it and spin it. It has to be on a surface where it can actually spin. So this would probably be better for like in-person settings because it is a little bit difficult to show my face and this at the same time. But it's still fun. What else? Oh, now we have our very oversized crystals. Some of you might be familiar with this. And this is just a chandelier crystal that I got that I attached to a chain. And I've already used in a fractionization video, which is quite fun. I like it because it's very heavy. And it's like super visible. Like you can't miss this. And then we also have my other chandelier crystal, which is this baby, which has also been in another of my videos. And this one has, I think it has like a colorful film to it that this one doesn't have. And it's got a more dynamic shape, so you can definitely see a lot more when it's spinning, whereas this just kind of slightly spins. And also kind of, it looks like it has a bubble in the middle, but it doesn't. That's just an illusion. I like it, but it's a little chipped, which bothers me, but it's a very pretty crystal. Okay, now this next one is a very active toy that some of you might have seen already, but I like it for hypnotic purposes. And it's this little thing, and it goes in your arm, and you can kind of go like that. And it, first of all, it feels really weird, and you know, you can definitely use that as a hypnotic focal point, but it's also very pretty to watch, and it goes like this, and I think that's pretty cool. These would definitely have to be in person because on camera it can be kind of difficult to follow the movement because you really have to like kind of go out of screen to be able to get it to roll properly. And so I have 3 of those total. I have this blue one, I have this like silver gray one, and then I have this rainbow one that I'm not really a fan of. The material feels kind of weird, but it is what it is. Right. After that, we have, I actually made these myself from scratch. We have Hypno wands, and these are basically 2 hairpins, and I used UV resin to attach them to the tip, and then I attached these 2 crystals with magnets so they're interchangeable with each other if I want the blue one on the long one and the pink one on the short one, like that. And I like them because they're not as tiring on my arm, and I can just swing it back and forth like this if the camera would focus. And just watching the pretty crystals swing just like that. And it also goes a lot with the witchy theme that I enjoy because if you didn't know, I am a witch, so those are fun. So those are my more outlandish ones, and here's something that I think could be hypnotic, but I don't yet know how to like word it. It's this little sand toy, and I don't know, maybe I'll use it someday, maybe I won't, I'm not 100% sure yet. If I figure it out, you'll know. Okay, so here we're going to my little box of hypnotic wonders. There's a cat in the room. There's 2 cats in the room. And, okay. So we're going to start off with the pocket watches. So here we have one. It's got a little heart. Camera, focus. Focus! It's got a little heart, and it's meant to be worn as a necklace. And it's just very small and delicate, and it's very nice to watch, and probably good with love-themed hypno and such. So that's that one. We have 2 mini ones. We have this one, which has a little flower on the back, but the top of it came off, so it's just got some hinges. And then we have this one, which I don't know if you can see that. It's very pretty. It's very small. It's got a little key. They're both meant to be worn as necklaces again, but you know, that could be useful for if you're meeting someone on the street and you just happen to want to enslave them a little bit. Those are my mini ones. We have one from Georgia. This is very official and stuff. It's very pretty. We have, this was actually my very first pocket watch, and I got it from Germany, actually, and I like it. It's also a necklace, and it kind of started my collection of pocket watches. This is an alethiometer one, which I got from a buyer on, or I guess a vendor on Etsy. It works kind of like how the Golden Compass works, if you guys have ever read that. You wind it up, and it's got a bunch of symbols all around it, and then it'll reach a point where it decides to actually go. Behave. And then it lands on a symbol, except I don't know how to read the symbols, so, but that's cool. I got this one from Amazon. It's apparently from Doctor Strange, but it has an eyeball, which we all know that I very much enjoy. So this is my eye one. Okay, now the next three were gifts from pets. I have this pretty thing. I don't know if you can tell, but it's blue and it's gold. It opens on both sides, like that. I have this one, which is gold and silver, and it also opens on both sides. And you can see the like inner mechanics of it and such, and I think that's pretty cool. And then we have this one, which is blue and silver. My cats are misbehaving. This one opens one way, like that, but on the back you can still see the skeleton workings of it, which is really fun. And then, as you know, my final pocket watch is my favorite. This one was also a gift, and it is absolutely my favorite watch, because you don't have to open it, and you can see all the gears and such, and it's very lovely. And it's my preferred Hypno tool besides the crystals. Okay, that's all pocket watches, and now we move into my other little dangly trinkets. We have this lovely rose quartz, and I know what you're thinking, and you better stop. But it's very nice, and I wore it as a necklace for a time before it chipped, and then I got scared. And I think it has a very feminine, pretty shape to it, like an hourglass figure. I love it. I have, these are also chandelier crystals, and I ordered 5, and I put 2 of them on chains. See? And it's such a baby compared to the big one. It's so small. But, you know, it'll look bigger once it's swinging in front of your face and all that fun stuff. So I have it in this form with just a chain, and I also have it in this form with a little, it's like a necklace attachment that screws on, so that if I get other small crystals, I can just use the other end of that attachment and just keep using the same chain instead of having to reattach them every single time. Here we have this pendulum that I got, and it's gold and it's shiny, and it's usually used for pendulum readings, but you know, I can always use it to take your mind instead, and that's always fun. Except it's hollow, so it's very light, so it's kind of weird to hold. I kind of expect it to be heavier because it's metal. I don't know. So some of you might have seen these few on Tumblr from a pet that gave me an assortment of things. Here's one of the crystals. And then that's the large one, and then we have the medium one. And then we have a little itty bitty baby one. They're meant to be worn as necklaces, but the chain doesn't fit around my neck, so they're just used for hypnotic purposes now. And then we have another medium blue one, which is very pretty when it catches the light. And we have an itty bitty blue one. And then we have, oops, we have a moon crystal, which I think is very in theme for me. And then we have a mini moon crystal. And then finally, last but certainly not least, is a necklace that I found in Target, actually. And it's this little chain that's lovely to feel. And it just has such a nice swing to it as it goes back and forth. And it's just so easy to follow the motion. The pretty necklace as it swings back and forth in front of my pretty face. And then it stops and you think. Yeah, that is my hypnotic collection. I mean, I have some other things that I could include in this, like my giant rose, or like I have a little Halloween decoration that is like a magic crystal ball and it's got blue swirlies in it, but I don't have it here. I'll show it off eventually. And yeah, if I need to, I can always make a part 2 to this video when I get more fun toys, or if I decide to show you some of the more bizarre hypnotic objects that I have. I hope that this shows you that there are so many more things that can be hypnotic besides just pocket watches and pretty crystals. And if you find other interesting objects or toys that can absolutely be used as hypnotic devices, hypnotic focal points, be sure to tell me in the comments below. That is it for today. I'm sure that you all will be craving to see more of my toys in future videos, and I will try to get on that as soon as I can. For now, I need to kick my cats out of my room. And you can subscribe over here. You can watch more videos over here. Leave a comment if you find my toys interesting, if you find anything new. Check out my Patreon, my Tumblr, and my SoundCloud. Bye!